Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Simply Colorful FiberCast. Today's date is January 18th, 2019. My name is Lynn and I'm your host. And as you can tell, I'm still a bit hoarse, so I apologize. But I did want to come and sew with you for a while tonight. And I hope that you grab your project and come sew with me. It's been quite the week. Before I go any further, now that I've said hello, I'm going to turn on a second camera and I'm going to stream using Facebook Live. So for any of you that might be in front of your iPad right now or a PC, you can multitask or show a split screen. And hopefully you can see both me talking to you here, but also the overhead camera. I'm going to show more up close of what I've been working on. And I've done it once before and it seemed to work out well. So we'll give it a try. Probably won't do an hour because of my voice, but let's play with our scrap houses. So hang tight while I click onto Facebook Live through Simply Colorful. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Facebook Live in the hand cam. I've already started the YouTube stream, so without further ado, and it's January 18th, 2019. This is FiberCast. My name is Lynn Marquinot. Today we're going to be making house blocks. Sorry about my voice. I have had the flu, but I'm getting over it. So without further ado, I'm going to move the camera down so you can see what we're working on tonight. Okay. Now, hopefully, there we go. You can see the house block that we made a few weeks ago. And we're using charm squares. And we're going to see what it looks like in different uses of the charm squares. So I'm also going to go here and see if I can watch the live video here. Okay, good. You want to make sure you can see me and that I know what you're seeing overhead. Ooh, you're seeing my head. Yowza. Oh, and you also, there will be a little delay in the audio and visual, so you might pick one streaming side or the other to hear my voice. Okay, so we're going to try this again. This cracks me up. Let's see if we can get this over a little bit. This may or may not work, guys. Hey, hi, Lacey. Thank you. I'm glad you're there. Oh, in Vermont. That's awesome. Hi, Sue Norton. How are you feeling? Oh, it's so nice to see everyone out there. Okay. And it looks like we're going a long way. So next time I'll put the camera the other way. Anywho. First, I'm going to change my thread. Oh, you don't need to see my mouse pad, do you? Oh. I love these things, by the way. This is a great little thing to hold on top of your thread. So it's really delayed on the Facebook Live, isn't it? So let me show you how you do this. Take this and you put that in the top like that. And it's just great. Okay, let's get this going. What I might do is try to forget a little bit that the overhead camera's here and really talk to you guys on the PC for a little bit. As you may or may not remember, we are on our way to Missouri Star Quilt Company on Monday. And we knew this would be a risk, but the weather is just going to throw us for some excitement. I'm in Massachusetts. We have a big old storm coming. And with luck, it will be over and done with in time for my 5 a.m. flight on Monday morning. Okay. I'm going to try and get more of this in. So we're really excited. Oh, and I forgot I had a threader. That's classic. Do you guys believe I don't have a voice yet? It's ridiculous. I got sick a week ago, Wednesday. And I wish you could see more over here, but oh well. So last time, oh, this is awful. I am not going to do this for an hour. I'm sorry, everyone. Last time we made this using paper piecing. And what I did in the meantime was, and I've posted this on Patreon, so if anyone wants this, go to Patreon and you can print it out. The cutting instructions are here. And so I've cut out several of these and these, and this goes here, and I have these. Oh, and I've lost the other piece. So I have lots of pieces, and I'm going to make more of these. But tonight, I'm not even going to do that. I think what I want to do is just audition some different colors on our house. So check this out. Look at how different it looks with that fabric. Isn't that fun? This is Blake Riley Vintage Daydream. You can't really find the fabric anywhere that I've looked. That looks really washed out. But that's the point of these charm pack quilts, is you can use any charm square. That's how they're designed. If you'll remember, last week we made more snowballs, and I left you making snowballs using this charm pack, which is Hello Darling from Moda. And they're not all sewn together, and they're not as striking as my sister's quilt from last week. But they will, that's a fun one to do with any charm pack. Don't they look different? Depending on this. Thank you, Lacey. You don't have to do anything that requires concentration. Thank you. Just do whatever you want. Talk, read emails, whatever. We appreciate your time. Thank you. Oh, and Sue says it's snowing in Chicago, which we always know that means it's coming this way. Thank you. I think I will. In fact, Pat from Lower Alabama, she sent a book of how she's going to do her Quilt As You Go in her Dear Jane. This is a fun one. Although it still is not quite match of that red. Do you guys believe all the red that I have here? This is going to be quite the red. And this espresso. So I'm really very excited to head to Missouri. We're meeting up with my sister and her friend, our friend Katie. And Alexa's coming in from Alaska. Beth and Gail are already on their way. They might be at Paducah by now. I think I saw an email. I'm so excited to see them. Becca actually knew about that thread that I was showing you last week from Caron. So I'm bringing that to her. She's used it. She loves it. Becky and her friend will meet us there. So I think I've gone through all those. So that's the Riley Blake, or Blake Riley. I forget which. Let's look at another charm pack. How about this one? Free Spirit. This might be fun to look at. And I'm so sorry that my voice, and I'll stop saying I'm sorry. It's tiring. I've done the antibiotics. I've got an inhaler if I need it, though I haven't needed it. That one night I thought I would need it. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I love those. So now, let's imagine what that would look like. Ooh, I'm liking that. It's a little more dramatic. Oh, it's so nice to see everyone. Hi. Shailene, hello. Hi from Kansas. Oh, how cool is this? So much better. Facebook Live, I can see you guys. I'm liking this. Look at how, ooh, this is a neat one. Wow. Wow. Here's a fun one. So FiberCast is all about all of us just doing what we feel like on a Friday night. It started out 5 years ago, 6 years ago, just as a way to inject more fun into our weekly lives. And it turns out that we all enjoy doing a lot of the same things. And so by Friday night, we just have fun sewing together. Boy, have we seen a lot of change in our world. Oh, here we go. Here's some black. Wonder what that'll look like. I mean, the fact that we finally can figure out 2 cameras, finally, and then when I get my voice back, we'll really be able to do something fun here with the top-down camera. We could do rug hooking. We could make dolls. Much more fun. Oh, and I did post something on the website that if you're wondering which stream to watch, YouTube, which is in front of me, or Facebook Live, which is the overhead camera, go research online iPad multitasking. Multitasking or split screen. There are a couple of different ways you can watch both at the same time. Here's a fun one. Now, see, that's striking. It's where the design really does the work for you. That one's a little washed out, but still fun. Okay, so those are some Free Spirit polka dots. Just gonna put this back together. Bob came up a few minutes ago, and he's playing in the band tonight, and one of his band members got himself a new amp, and they were having trouble with the fuses. And I thought Bob was so wise. He said they're having trouble with the fuses, so I decided to come up and say hi instead. That would be me. Okay. So free spirit. I'm just putting this back together because knowing me, I would get it all unpacked. Okay, so there's one. This was a cool one. It's called Ombre Wash Art Warm. Now let's put this over there. This one, 5-inch squares. Oh, I saw Carol. Carol over in Carol Lewin had made the house. I can't wait to see more of your house squares. Oh, this is neat fabric. Look at that in the yellow. That's pretty too. Like an ochre. I don't know if this is of any interest, you guys. I hope it is. We won't do this too much longer. That's pretty. Although too dark, I think. Oh, look at this. Ooh la la. That's cool. Wow. Oops. That's very cool. Ooh, here's some more yellows. So these are really golds. This would be good for a fall quilt. There's more of a yellow. Here we go. Ah, that's pretty too. Look at that. Spring green. Oh. And one more color on this. Here's a green. There we go. Well, you guys, that is auditioning some other charm squares on our houses. Now, how am I going to get these back? This is where I need probably a plastic bag, which we'll figure out. Oh, I know what else I'll show you. I'll put these in a plastic bag later. So let's put this aside for now. This, I promise I'm going to take with me to Missouri, and I will make some progress on this. What I did want to show you, maybe we could cut this out. Do you remember this? Last week I showed you the queen bee block. Oh boy, this will be a lot of concentration. I think what we'll do is we'll dream about this too. Let's go back to more Hello Darling. I think we do. Oh, I know what we could do. Okay. Let's put this aside. Let's go back to these. Let's make some snowball blocks. Because that house thing is too hard. Let's see how this looks different. So we need 2 3/8 squares to make the snowball. There's that. Why don't we do red and espresso? Okay. So now we'll do this. 2 3/8. And we'll make our blocks, our squares. One, 2 3/8. Oops. Okay. And then just measure over 2 3/8. Two and 3/8. Okay, and there we go. Now, let's put everything aside that we're not going to use. Make this cleaner for everyone who's viewing this. Now let's start over. We have charm squares, and we have squares that are 2 3/8. We have our friction pen. And just like last week, I'm going to draw some lines on this. So are you all prepared for the storm, for everyone who's out there? This is going to be hard to see, this black, this espresso. This is where I wish, oh, I could see it. If I had my white chalk pencil, that would be better, but I can see this. I don't know if you can. Yep. Okay, let's do one more, and then let's see what this is going to look like. Okay, so now we'll take a charm square, see if this works. Take that. No, this may not work. We'll see. Still need to work on the angle of the overhead camera. Okay. And this is definitely, you can do this flag piecing. So you can do a lot of them in a row. That might be straight. Okay, make sure I have my, excuse me. So what I do is I set the seam. It's not very straight, is it? There. And then that. Okay, and now I will take two of the red ones and snowball the other corners. And let's do this. There we go. Okay. Oops. So I set the seam again. That one you really can't see, especially after I iron the friction pen, right? And there we go. Oh, voila. I like it. Oh, it's hard to see, but okay, let's put that right there. There's one. Now let's do a yellow one. I think I'm going to like these. I'll put this here. There and there. Set the seam. Okay, there's that. going to do. See, so we've got that, which I like. This is much more contrast than that, the light green and white behind me. Do the other one. Well, we have it here. And there we go. Okay. Now we have two of these. There. There's another one. Well, that might be fun. I like that. Well, let me see who's out there. Oh, of course. So my iPhone is up there, so I can't see my texts. My email is over there on my iPad when I'm pointing my finger, which is never good. So here, let's move this at least so I can sit up straight. Maybe I'll just mark some more of these. We will take lots of pictures when we're in Missouri. Oh, and we'll be flying home a week from tonight. So I'll try to do a Facebook Live from there during the week. I know they've let other people do that. I'll just ask them when we get there. So maybe Thursday night or an impromptu Tuesday or Wednesday. Now that I know that Facebook Live works well, I think that's going to open up all sorts of avenues for us. There. Do you believe I may need yet another electronic device so that I can see what you're saying? Hey! Carol Bell says the red and black pinwheels will look very dramatic. Exactly. I agree. Thank you, Carol. And Carol Lumen. I have the card packs and also have a hard time choosing. Exactly. So true. Yeah, I like this better. Sure, I'm going to finish those houses. I wasn't having fun with it. But that doesn't mean I won't use the fabric. And it's okay. I'm not going to call it defeat per se. I need to remind myself of that. But I'm not also going to put it on the shelf and not do it. I will do something with it. I just think maybe this is not doing it for me. It's like it's too much work for not enough Kapow. I need to find a pattern and some fabric for my niece Mary's graduation quilt. She's graduating from St. Anselm this spring. And I asked her if she wanted to pick it out, and she said no. I said, well, would you like me to ask your mom to help me, gives me some guidance? She said, oh, that would be a good idea. And her mother has such good taste. She's really a designer. So I'm kind of looking forward to working with her on picking it. This is so good and meditative. I hope you all are having a good time. Oh, Carol, you're so smart. She says, how about a quilt with a couple of house blocks rather than a quilt of all houses? That's a great idea. I like that a lot. In fact, why couldn't I just do something like these and somehow put a couple of houses in? I could do some trees. Yep. Hi, Deb, if you're out there. I hope you're feeling better. Sounds like Kevin and I had the same thing, huh? Whew. Fortunately, Bob got a cold, but he's over it, so that's good. I really hope you guys don't get any of this cold or flu. And I had the flu shot, I think I told you. So now, if we just do some chain piecing. Oh, I guess you can't see this, can you? Do a little bit of chain piecing. One, two, three. Let's just do these other ones. Oh, it was so nice to talk to Stacy today out on the West Coast. She tells me they had 2 inches of rain the other day. Which is a lot in Northern California these days. Okay. Okay. That's not quite straight. It is a shame to not be using these. How many people made the Merry Mayhem quilt? Did you make that on New Year's Day? MERRYMAYHAM. Oh, and who's going to Quilt Stock? Sold out. I noticed. Okay. So now look at this. We have 3 more. Keep working on. Yeah, I'll figure out this camera. Thing is, I'm learning as I go because I don't want to just go Facebook Live and not be doing anything, which is kind of weird. Guess I could. I don't think you're seeing that. Okay. All right. Okay, and then 3 more. And then we'll see what that looks like. There's that. Here's this. And here's this. Okay. Okay. Set the seams. Set the seam, cut this. Go. Yay. There's one. I'm liking this. It's more dramatic and good. What do you think? I'm liking it. Different. Well, so we continue to have fun with charm packs. I'm so glad you could join me. I really hope that by the next time I'm coming to you from Missouri with a better voice. I'll have more people with me doing more quilting and fun with fabric. So keep on working, keep on quilting. I know this is terrible, but there's always next week. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Have a great weekend. Stay warm and dry. Bye.